And we're live.
Oh
What?
no!
Woo!
It's us.
I didn't sign up
Yeah.
for this shit.
Uh,
Oh, I realize I need to
roll
turn the
20
camera a little
isn't
bit.
popping up again, but oh well. Who needs it?
Who needs roll 20?
We have it for us.
That's definitely the wrong
Oh.
background for this.
Is it?
Yeah, because you can't buy us bits for this game. It won't do you any good.
Right. Let's just do.
We can implement something for giving us bits right now.
Fixed it. All right.
Okay.
Oh
Quality.
no! It's just darkness.
All right. Welcome back, everybody.
Hey!
We are back at it. The Hollow Throne, D&D 5e, Defenders of Kobold, Friday night game. Hopefully everyone's doing well. Who remembers what we did last time?
We're about to blow some shit up potentially.
We juked some
Maybe.
guards super hard.
Right?
Yeah, the cops were after us.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm still pleased with how that worked out.
Worked out pretty well.
Making them
Jesus,
afraid of
the
each other.
fuzz!
Yeah, last session you guys started out. You were employed to escort a cart to the docks, the ship docks, to go up to one of the major cities of Renham. You made it there. You were explicitly told not to let anyone see what's inside of the cart, and you
Did
did
we-
so
Yeah, we did?
successfully. Yeah, no one
Oh,
got to
okay.
see inside of it. Yep.
Okay. That's where I was confused. I'm on board.
Nope. Yep.
We
You
avoided
prevented
the
it from getting
discount.
searched,
Yeah.
both by guards and a small child that you found its corpse in the morning. But no biggie. Yeah, no.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Conrad number 8 has tasted human blood.
Yeah.
Again.
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 Not the first time, not the last.
Yeah.
So, where we left off last session was you guys had just got the cart to the docks. You were approached by another guy that was trying to undercut this ship process for half price. You decided not to take his deal. Loaded it on. You were given a box that contained the details on the next job, and I think that's like exactly where we left it. Is you had just been given this box. Both of your skeletons, both the spider skeleton and one of the other skeletons, were still
Writing.
on the cart underneath the tarp that is like about to take off and go up to the city, and you were going to make your decision based off what you find in this this box on what you need to do.
Yeah.
So that's where we cut back. Yep, it's just a small, like, leather-bound box with a single thing of twine wrapped around it.
Okay. Before we get into that, we should talk about a little something important tonight that we're doing.
Oh, right.
Just so everyone watching is clear, any profits that we make tonight will be donating to Black Lives Matter and our local bail fund. So please feel free to donate often and donate frequently. It will go to a good cause.
Indeed.
Absolutely.
And not just whiskey and shame.
Not this time.
Like it
Not
normally
this
does.
time.
Not
Like
this
normal.
time.
Not this time.
Less.
You almost had us.
Yep. All right. But yeah, that's where we cut back to. I don't remember who grabbed the box in
I
particular.
don't
but
know.
yeah.
One of us.
One of you is in possession of a little leather box that has a... it's almost like a satchel
Were we
piece.
given any stipulations on when we can open it up? Hey, Dave, thanks for coming
Nope.
by.
He just said your next job's in here. He didn't act like he was particularly sly or anything, but he didn't really imply anything. He just kind of handed it to you. You do notice that he's kind of flustered though at the moment. The Gretsch, I think was his name, the cart driver. He seems to be very stressed at the moment, and mixed with like a little bit of relief at getting as far as he has so far, but he seems still pretty stressed on this whole situation. But he just kind of handed you the box and seems very just occupied with the cart, trying to make sure it's going to go up.
Okay.
Volo will take the box. Volo fears no packaging. He'll open it up.
All right.
He pulls
So-
the blue Amazon Prime tape off of it.
Yeah.
With reckless abandon.
Somehow
Yeah.
skins all of the cardboard off. It's the worst stuff. Yeah, so you take the box, you remove the twine, open it up, and inside you see there's a long bit of cloth that feels to be wrapped around something hard, and a note that's rolled up.
Well, I guess starting with the item, because items are interesting, I'll take the cloth off the item.
All right, you take the cloth off, and it appears to be a long dagger made out of black, sort of warped-looking metal. The hilt looks like it's crow's feet wrapped around a red gem, and the blade sort of curves off at the end and is slightly jagged and almost serrated.
Do want.
Yeah.
Is there anything else in the box other than a murder
And
knife?
then the note.
Yeah, I'll this paper, and I'll take the piece of paper and I'll unfurl it and take a look at it.
And the paper is a map with a spot a little bit past you guys in Renham etched out. A little bit towards the border. It'd be north and slightly east of where you are currently.
Well,
With a
put it in my
X
fingers and
mopped out
hold
of
it
it.
out for everybody else to see. A knife and a map.
Okay. Is there an X on the map that marks the spot?
There is an X on the map that marks the spot.
Sounds like it's going to be an X on the map that marks a person.
And
Put dagger here.
Yeah.
and on the back
It'll be
on the
some
notes.
guy with an X tattooed on his chest, like,
So it was kind of rolled up. It was like a map that was just rolled up in a ball. And as you unroll it, at the very bottom on the back side, it says, "Retrieve all that you find inside and bring it back to." I forgot to name that town. What's a good name for a sketchy town? Let's do
Dark Trails.
some world building together.
Oh my goodness.
A good name for a sketchy town, huh?
Yeah.
Sketchy
Amazon.
town where the guy that's giving you this job resides.
Alleysville.
Sioux Falls, North Dakota.
Stally. Oh, I like Sioux Falls, North Dakota.
Sioux
about,
Falls.
It's actually in South Dakota, but
How about Zytellus?
No,
So-
we're already going with Sioux Falls.
Zoo Falls or
Zoo
Sioux
Falls.
Falls? I thought it was
Yeah,
Sioux
Zoo-
Falls.
Zoo Falls, East Dakota.
Big thanks to Brendan there. 1,000 bits.
Oh,
Uh,
shit.
once
man.
again,
holy cow.
anyone who's watching tonight, any profits that we make tonight, we're donating to Black Lives Matter or our local bail fund. So donate.
For a good cause. But yeah, so you are asked to retrieve all that you find inside, and it says bring it back to Sioux Falls.
Did we go with Sue or Zoo?
Sue. S-U-E.
Okay, oh, Sue.
Oh,
is
Okay.
that-
Sue
like
got
that.
the shit kicked out of her.
I like that
and
even
then she
better.
fell.
Yes. Which is also in Renham. And that would be up north past. So that would be kind of like the halfway point. Like this tomb or place that's marked on the X is about halfway between Solvis and Sioux Falls.
Boy, where was Club Cracker? Was that a town, or is that where we're at right now?
Cracker? No, you're at Solvis right now.
I have that in my notes for some reason.
Club
Club
Cracker.
Cracker. I don't even remember why.
That doesn't sound familiar. I didn't write that down.
I think we tried to name it Club Cracker and you came up with something not as dumb.
Yeah.
Also, Joe, real quick in the Discord, there's a new background image. If you could load that up.
Okay.
What's the place we're at right now?
Solvis. You're
Solvus.
underneath Solvus, so you haven't actually made it into the city. You're on the docks.
I'm trying to
Below.
remember
Below
what
the anus of Solvus.
I'm trying to
Yes.
remember what Demonora is.
Dunmanora is
Yeah.
the country to the east of Renham.
Okay.
So Dunmanora is pretty much the giant city or giant country in the middle of a continent that's in the middle of a civil war at the moment.
Got it.
That doesn't sound familiar at all.
I mean, it wasn't a civil war before all this stuff happened, so it's not inspired.
I was thinking more like 3/4 of our country being on fire, but
Yeah.
That sounds right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Less work to do when we get there.
Right?
Speaking of, do we want to
Oh,
take
shit.
this job? Do we want to go to Sioux Falls with this curved dagger of less than benign influence?
I want to see what's in the box.
That is what's in the box, is this curved dagger in this map.
Can we check around for any
No, I mean in the other
false
box, the thing we're gonna
panels
go
or?
find.
Oh, we gotta go find
Oh.
it first.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, listen, we had two options here. One, it's go cause mayhem in this floating town, which I kind of already started by sending Conrad number 9, hid it in that wagon.
Right.
I don't
There
remember
is
the specific.
no time limit on this other job. It doesn't have any time. It just says go there and bring it here at some point. It doesn't have anything specified. Which
So
you
is there
guys would know
anything-
from working with these people that normally if there's a time limit specified, it's important. If not, then it's not.
Okay, so we can
I
do
mean,
both. That's
yeah.
good.
At like bare minimum, if there's plundering to be done, I want to plunder.
I don't disagree with that one bit.
And better than bare minimum, if we get paid for plundering, I mean,
Oh no, that's not right at all.
What did you do,
that's-
Joe?
that's a double yes.
It wasn't scaled right. There we go.
I had it
awesome.
1920 by 1080.
Yeah. It's my canvas size is probably 1440p scaled down to 1080
Ah,
because
Yay!
1440p
That looks
monitor.
better. Thank you, Joe.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Woo.
Hey, there you go.
so
All right.
if we go up to this town, guys, what are we gonna do? Besides
Start trouble.
starting trouble.
Start fires, do drugs, and tip some bartenders.
I'm great with all of those things. I absolutely am.
Mhm.
I mean, I figure that's like on our de facto agenda for every game.
do we remember what was in the
The
barrels that
crates,
we were
we
sending
never
up there?
looked.
You never looked. The most investigating that you did was that.
I did a little bit of searching and found that it made like a clinking metallic sound. That was that.
Right. Theron, when he tried shaking one of them, he heard like glass clinking together.
I believe that the guy said that they were disguised as is, if I recall.
And then
right?
he did mention that they will stand up to very like minor searches. If someone pops the lid, it'll look like something else is in there. But as soon as they go digging, they'll notice it's not.
Right.
So we probably
Yeah,
don't
he,
have
like
a
he said,
good
it was going
idea.
to look like salt to somebody who wasn't looking too hard.
Right.
What are we going to do about Conrad number 9? He's still on that thing.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
Dude.
remember what instructions I gave him.
So you hadn't given him anything. So last time you told him to just sit there, and you said you were going to switch it based on what you got in the job offering. You were either, if you liked the job and wanted to take it, you were just going to have him step over the edge when it was halfway up and explode on the
Oh,
ground.
that's right. He was going to bail.
If
you
you
can
didn't
always
like
put
the
them back
job,
together.
you were just going to have him guard Gretch and cause mayhem in the city and make people think Gretch is a necromancer.
Yeah, we do want to do the job, don't we? Because this looks shady as
Hey.
hell, which is right up our alley.
Thanks for
Hey.
that sub,
If
Danny.
things are
Z-
shady,
Hey,
things are
thank you.
profitable.
I know this one.
No, which one?
It's Danny.
Danny. Have you told her to come and sign up for games and play online
I have.
with us?
I have.
Danny, come play games with us.
You live so close.
Chuck,
Do
that
it.
sounds an awful lot like somebody trying to entice somebody into a van with candy.
I
We have
mean,
beer.
It's basically the same, but with beer.
Come play games with us.
It's not a van with
Come
candy.
play
It's a
games
basement
here.
with beer.
Yeah.
Totally different.
Totally different, but
All
not
right.
enough.
I do think that I want to keep this job.
Okay.
Yeah.
Danny says you haven't tried hard enough, and I believe them.
That's not fair. Tried to make Danny come over tonight.
Confirmed.
All right, I do want to keep this job option because it sounds intriguing. So I'm gonna have Conrad number 9 do a half triple quad gainer off the edge of the platform.
Oh, Brendan
that was
jumped in
valiant
too.
effort.
Hey, thanks for the good stuff.
A 720 splinter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can he do like a little half grind off the edge of the thing on his
Probably.
way out?
Yeah.
I think so.
Nice.
Off his shin bones.
Yeah.
If only he could also explode in midair,
Just, yeah, that'd be good.
just
Yep.
for no reason other than just because.
Yeah.
Everyone knows skeletons explode when they hit terminal velocity.
They
Yeah.
do.
Just a fact.
Well, they have less wind resistance, so I mean, it's going to be fast.
And entertaining. Let's
Right?
be
Yes,
real.
and entertaining.
It's one of the laws of thermodynamics, I think.
It
Yeah.
is.
Basic constant of the universe.
Yeah. It's up there.
Skeletons travel faster.
Objects in motion
There.
remain in motion.
Till they
Equal
explode.
but opposite reactions, and skeletons explode when they hit terminal velocity.
Yeah, it's just science.
It's just hard science.
So what do you guys want to do? Got this job.
Oh, I kind of want to see what's going to happen with this stuff up top, but I also don't necessarily want to
What happened
Too
with
much
those
attention at
cops
first.
that were
Ooh.
trying to?
Oh,
Well, the guy who was kind of an undercover dude, we sort of walked away from, so nothing happened.
Fenrir, I
Mhm.
believe it was.
Yep.
Yeah, we called him out on his bullshit pretty hard, and then Dipsy do Dunkarood on him.
Yep.
Yeah, I was just trying to be like, hey, somebody from the motherland, and then he was being shady.
Yeah. He was very shady. He was very much trying to get information out of you guys on what you were doing, whose cart it was, where it was going.
Yeah,
Trying
on the one
to
hand,
get-
he thinks I'm totally innocent, which is good for me.
Yeah, and then he changed his tune a little bit when Eddie seemed to have some sort of relatable tie back. He went from trying to pin all of you guys to trying to pin just the driver, the guy organizing it.
Right.
Yep. But yeah, you guys kind of blew him off and decided to go with the original plan, which was using the much more expensive ferry up to the top. But you weren't expected to go up. You were just paid to bring it here.
Yeah. I feel like we should go get on it. Whatever it is.
He did say that getting on this particular ferry would be very expensive.
Well, I mean, go get on our quest. And
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Sorry.
so we're not going to go up to the town?
I mean, unless you guys want to.
I mean, we're just going to get into trouble up there. I mean,
We're flush with cash now too, aren't we? We got 500 gold each or
just
something.
got
If we get
400.
into trouble and we have to
400.
run, we'll have to jump from a flying city, and I doubt we'll survive.
well, then let's go up there.
Ah, shit.
Oh shit! There we go. Thanks for them bits. Or that,
Heck yeah.
that sub.
Gifted
Uh,
subs.
Let's
Hey,
do
going up means
this.
certain death. Chuck, let's go up.
Well,
Yeah.
no. I was gonna say, let's go up there, but let's behave ourselves. Let's just go get a drink, crash a night at a good inn, and
Just see what happens.
see where the night takes us. And listen, there's
bar.
ropes and stuff attaching the city to the ground, right?
Nope.
Okay, you
Oh, fuck.
said let's get a drink, see where the night takes us, and then there's
the
ropes
city
and
is-
stuff. And I thought you were going a different direction.
The city is very high in the air. You can barely see bits of some of the city poking down through the ends of the clouds.
Tighter,
But,
Conrad, tighter.
It's very, very far from the ground. There's nothing anchoring it.
Okay. I thought like there was different ferries going up and down, and I
There
thought
are.
some of them were like mechanically pulled off of like ropes or something.
None of them are gondolas or whatever.
Attached.
Okay.
They're all elevated. Some of them are like flying creatures that go up and down. Others
Okay.
are like mechanical balloons or
Those more like
planes and
taxis
things.
rather than cable cars.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. They're not tethered to it. The city itself
Yeah.
is completely elevated either by mechanical or magical means of
Okay.
elevation. It's not tethered. At least
So-
not physically.
What do you guys think?
I don't know. Sorry, I'm doing a little bookkeeping on our donations here.
Oh,
To
I
make
mean,
sure-
don't. I was just gonna run that report.
Okay. Just keeping track of
So our mark is not in the
who's
city,
contributing, so we
or
can
he
thank.
is.
No, your mark is in the same continent, north and east of where you are currently. You don't
I mean,
have anything.
I kind of want to check out the city and see what it's about. See if we can pick up some neat stuff. Honestly,
All right. Well, let's go find us a lift to get up there.
Yeah.
Not that super expensive one.
Yeah, the one that
Now
you
we
guys
can
are right
do it.
next to is very expensive.
Maybe now we take
Yeah.
the shady one.
Let's go get the
Yeah.
shady one.
Let's find a budget rental.
Listen, if it's not a little scary, it's not worth doing.
I'm
All
in
right.
danger.
So you guys are
Yeah.
gonna go
I'm in
seek out
danger.
the guy that you believe to be the undercover cop or whatever. And
No,
Yeah.
No.
Not quite that budget.
no, definitely
Not that
not
budget?
that one.
okay, I thought that's what you were saying.
No, we're
Sorry,
gonna
I
go
should have
find
been more
some.
specific.
No,
not
some
that cheap.
currently undiscovered cheap form of transportation up to the city.
Okay,
Listen, if the person doing the transportation has all their teeth, I'm not interested.
absolutely. All right. So you are kind of in the section that you're at. There's kind of like clubs that are more for like cargo type ferries where they're larger and bulkier. And then every so often there's just kind of blotches of these docks and scaffolds that are built up that are more meant for people. They're smaller cars and they're furnished and things for people to go up and down.
Do they have liquor in them?
You imagine some of them probably do. There's all sorts of different options available,
Do we party limo our way to the sky?
but you do see like if you were to move out of this particular like block of the ferries and go over to one of the ones that's more for people, there's all sorts of signs and things up and people standing out by them just like trying to point people and track them down and say, hey, need a ride up to the top?
Want to
know,
catch a
Lots
ride?
of those.
Gotta catch 'em all.
So is there one in like particular you guys are going for? What's
Whoever
something
the slimiest, greasiest guy looking to offer us a ride,
all right.
we'll go with that one.
Yes,
one
the
that
first
hate
one that
that.
looks like we could pay him in liquor, probably.
Sure.
Yeah.
Or with persuasion.
I want to go with
Yeah.
the person
He's
that
got a
tries
sweaty forehead and a dry lip. Just like, come on.
to. I want to
need
try
money.
to pick the person that tries to bum a cigarette off of us before offering us a ride up.
All right.
Uh,
So you guys are searching around for a little bit, trying to find that. Most of the places are looking pretty presentable, but you hear this loud.
I don't like that.
Do we hear any of their prices as we're? Are they shilling their prices?
They're
as
all.
we walk
It's
by?
kind of like a cacophony. You just hear people yelling a bunch of stuff until you're able to get like really close to one. You can kind of make it out. But as you're like going through all of this, you hear like this really loud bang and some sputtering as one of these crafts starts returning back down, and it's teetering back and forth.
it's backfiring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it lands and sits there
That's
for a little bit, starts getting chained, takes off and tugs at the chains, and then falls to the ground.
Sounds like that air balloon has some engine troubles there.
And off of it steps a man with a very, very pronounced limp, and he hobbles his way off of it and
Limp
starts
is good.
cackling
Limp
to
means
himself.
can't chase.
Starts cackling to himself and hops off over by his side. He's like, "Hey, you guys need to ride up."
We sure
is-
as fuck are.
Hell
This
yeah.
is just the exact right amount. Yeesh, shady.
This is a nice mix of like hobbled and crazy that we're looking for.
How
There's
much
that-
you
People are like
charging?
shuffling past as we're high-fiving each other.
85 a person.
A person? When was
Uh,
the last time you had something to drink?
Uh,
Be honest
That's-
with me.
and he's holding a bottle in his hand. He's like, "Is this a trick question?"
It's not. I like your
Swigs.
answer though. Give me a swig of that and I'll make it 90 for me.
He's like, take it.
All right. I keep his bottle
Pulls
of
another.
swill. I keep his bottle of
Reaches
swill
into his sock.
and I happily hand over 90 gold.
He claps your hand. There's like as you hold it out, he claps his palm over it, and you feel just like grime. So he
Oh.
pulls his hand away, and there's like a
Oh man,
there's almost a black handprint on yours. That just
What
leaves
does it
behind him.
smell like?
Smells like grease and soot.
That's not the worst thing in the world.
It's not.
It's, all
I'll
like,
ask
it's
him,
just kind of like mechanical.
All right.
I'll ask
I'll
him
wipe.
if he gives a group discount.
Not normally.
This was. What about a group discount with a performance?
You got a coupon?
I got a performance.
We have a Groupon.
You got a coupon.
Listen, I am
Didn't know
just
that
going
was a
to
thing in
wipe
this
off.
world.
Will be the most
My-
entertaining
It's
group
not.
we've had.
Get on.
I am just going to wipe my greasy hand off on Volo and then get into the thing.
I was gonna try and persuade or perform to save us a little coin.
I already paid and I already
Hmm.
got my money. I'm good to
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, I'm
You climb
gonna
aboard.
go ahead and hand 85 gold to Volo and just
Oh,
say, "Hey, pay
all
the
right.
man for me," and walk in behind Chuck.
we
I'll
we
give-
did confirm it's
I'm gonna avoid the greasy handshake.
we did confirm it's 85 gold, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll give Yorman's 85 gold to the balloon man, and say this is for Volo's friend, and then walk in without paying him for myself.
Okay.
Okay. Somehow I feel like I'm gonna get swindled into paying for Volo.
All right. So you
I'll-
hand Eddie's money to him and you walk on board.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I'll
still-
go ahead and cough up my gold, I suppose.
Okay. Everyone paying their 85, getting on.
Yeah.
I tried. but-
Everyone but Volo.
Everyone but Volo.
He grabs each the same way, like puts his hand underneath as you're like, holding it out. He grabs it and makes full
Yeah.
contact with your hand.
I'm
leaving
just gonna drop mine into his
Gets
hands.
right in there.
Yeah, I'm dropping mine into his hands. I'm not letting him do the scoop.
He chuckles a little bit at that and he's like, to each their own. And
Hey, I got
Goes
a
over.
lovely instrument that I got to keep clean here.
ah,
This is the
It's-
wrong ride for you. Saddle up, partner.
Oh,
yeah. He wheezes out a cough and a laugh. Anyone else?
there will be hurdy-gurdy on our way up.
Ooh,
I didn't forget.
good job.
All right. Is everyone paying then? Everyone getting on board?
Yep.
All right. Everyone, make sure you subtract 85. You should have got 400 from the last mission you were paid on.
Yeah.
But yeah, you get on board. So as you climb on, it appears to be like a wooden platform that's got many places where it's clearly been like repaired or like another board laid over a hole or something and
Just
screwed
enough
down.
to keep it.
And around it is like a leather tarp that's been stretched up with some tent poles. A massive engine that's covered in soot and things with a pipe going up through the top of the roof into a balloon. And there are about 8 to 9 stools scattered about this board. So I take a seat, and points and goes over to the center bit. And there's the engine.
I'll have
I'll have a
a seat
seat. Yeah.
Yep. You each
very
find.
softly.
So yeah.
Let's see. There's 5 of you. Someone give me a D10.
I'll roll it.
There you go.
What have you got for us?
It's a 3. You all die.
Oh no, it's a 4. We all
It's a
die
4.
slowly.
Dan, the chair that
no.
you sit on breaks underneath you as you put your weight on it, and you fall onto the board below.
That's not bad. It could have been worse.
Unfortunately, you
Nothing
now
happens,
have butt
but-
splinters.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's just a splintered stool underneath you. And I was like, don't use that one.
A little late for that.
I got it.
It's got
Watch
a bad
out,
leg.
Skipper.
Oh, is it just like one of their legs broke off?
Yeah, it's like they're like just wooden stools with 3 legs, and the leg just destroyed. And he's like, toss it over here.
Patch it up
Ah.
later.
Ah,
you,
well, I can fix that for him.
Scoot it over to him, and he holds it. He's like, what? And he opens the furnace and chucks it in.
Oh, shit.
That's the best.
Never mind. I just pull out my flask and take a sip, kind of turn the other
Yeah.
way.
Yeah, we should all probably get drunk while we're on this. I will begin the hurdy-gurdy
Oh, yeah.
play.
I got my swill. I'm drinking. I'll give
Plenty of backwash.
I'll give Conrad number 8 one and make him pretend to take a sip.
All right. It's like, got any friends? Anyone else coming along?
Just us.
Just us and you,
All
friend.
right.
I probably need to pay for Conrad number 8, don't I?
Yes, you would.
Yeah, I'll pay for Conrad number 8.
Yeah.
But I'm only paying him 85 for Conrad number 8.
That's fine. I'll take it. So, yep. Anyone doing anything particular? He's like, all right, getting ready. And
Play my hurdy-gurdy.
Bolo is just sitting with his hands clamped onto his knees,
he's like, all right, I'm
just terrified.
Just like a 6-year-old that's bracing for impact.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
I
need
expect-
help from one of yous.
Go help him, Conrad. And
Yeah,
Conrad
no.
will get up and shuffle
Walks
over
over.
there.
So, all right, I just need you to put your hand here. And
Conrad,
he
come sit back
He
down.
instructs him to.
I'll go
Where-
over there.
Okay.
Where did he want him to put his hand?
So there's like this chimney bit that's kind of coming out of the center, and one of the panels is like coming off slightly. He's like, just hold that down. It's kind of losing pressure a little bit to take off, but
Maybe Conrad 8 should actually hold that shut.
Yeah, I was
No,
gonna say, I
because
feel
if
like
he
that would
puts
be
his-
hot.
If he puts his hand there, you know what he's going to see? A fucking skeleton hand.
Why doesn't Conrad wear gloves?
Because I didn't think of it until right now. And it's not fair for me to retroactively say he's got gloves. I'll just buy him gloves
yep.
upstairs somewhere. So I'll
That's
go
fair.
over there
Okay.
and I'll use I'll use a piece of equipment to hold it shut rather than my bare hand.
Okay.
I'll just hold my shield up and push my shield on it to hold it shut.
It's like, you don't got calluses? Whatever. And little heat never hurt nobody. And
Yeah.
he leans over and stokes the stool a little bit more as it
Wait a
works
second.
its ways into the coals.
Oh shit, I'm a tiefling. I don't need to worry about that. Yeah, I just use my hand and hold it shut.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
that's better.
Yeah.
It's like he goes over and there's like this crank that's a little bit bent, and he grabs onto it and starts churning it, and you see the coals start to be a little bit brighter and hear some crackling. The flame kicks off and completely starts dissolving the stool. And the surface of that does get quite a bit hotter, but you being a tiefling doesn't bother you too much.
No
it's just
big
pretty
deal.
warm.
Yeah.
And it sputters and cackles, and there's a bang, and you feel the whole platform lift up, and
That's
it starts teetering a little bit. And he's like, "Oh, someone come grab this!" And he's like cranking it. He's like, "Need someone to get this."
One of
Anyway.
you, come on.
I play my hurdy-gurdy, so.
God damn it, Conrad, get over here. Conrad will grab it.
Okay. He's like, "Keep that going." Yeah. And he's
Conrad.
gonna walk over to the edge, and he's like, "Forgot to undo the ties." He
Oh god.
starts taking the ropes off the side and tosses them down. And immediately on doing that, it lurches back, and the whole craft sort of teeters a bit and starts floating off to the top.
Beautiful.
All right, you guys are on your way up. He takes back over for Conrad.
Conrad.
Slaps him on the back. It's like, thanks, kid. And keeps going at it a little bit more. And
I assume
eventually,
I'm playing some rendition
once
of
you guys
The
have-
Arms of the Angel for us.
You've assumed your moving speed. He pulls the crank back out and just kind of drops it next to the thing in the center. Like, so, what takes you up to the city?
Just causing mayhem.
Mostly, yeah.
Yeah.
My kind of folk.
Yeah. We got some pocket money and not enough booze.
There's plenty of that up there, especially where the docks lead you.
Oh. I am about that.
Yeah. Some places you won't find a whole lot, but find the city's kind of, it's got its sections.
How easy is it to fall off of the city?
Pretty easy. Happens a lot. That's friggin'. I like it. That's what that hole in my roof's from.
This guy, I like him.
Yeah, you gotta be careful. This is kind of the part of it, I guess.
If I fall, will you catch me and take 100 gold?
If I'm under you.
All right.
That's great.
But,
So what's the old man? What's the penalty? Like if we were to go set on an edge
mhm.
and throw things off the city at like lifts coming up, like what's the penalty for that?
It depends on the lift you hit. If it's one owned by the city, they'd be pretty mad. If it's one not owned by the city, they'd be pretty mad. So whatever they do, there you go.
Okay,
I shoot them usually.
that's fair. I'd make sure not to throw anything at yours.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
You can take it. And he slaps the side and sputters a little bit.
Shudder a bit.
Yeah,
Why this baby can hold up to anything.
yeah.
Maybe.
Slaps roof of hot air balloon.
This baby holds all the hot air.
You guys continue your ascent up. He's just kind of pacing around as you do.
I'll ask him if he
I'm
wants to hear anything.
Do you know the one about the people that drink a lot?
Oh yeah,
There's songs that aren't about that.
Those are my favorite.
there's one about BWEWRUN spells beer run.
Yeah,
I'll play him that one.
That's the song, I think.
Everybody needs a beer run.
All right.
Sing it, Dan.
Going to Sod and he'll
I'd actually
cackle at it
remember
pretty.
the lyrics. It's actually a song.
He's like,
You gotta sing it now, Dan.
I need to hire one of you. You're gonna draw me some more business. How much do you guys run? If I was to buy one of you.
Well, the man with the music box is 500 gold.
Yeah, he's the one I'm talking about.
Yeah, 500 gold.
500. You look cheaper than that.
I'll tell you what, I'll go down to 400.
Damn.
Oh no, I'm being sold against my will.
Last time I tried to buy one of them, it was like 50.
50 gold.
Times are
This
changing, I
is-
guess.
A grade A master hurdy-gurdy player. He hurdies that gurdy like no one
So
before.
hard.
Is that what they call it? All right.
Yeah. It's
mean,
not just a euphemism for masturbation.
Ah,
he just wants my
I mean,
hurdy-gurdy,
it's-
or he
it's
wants
you'd
that
be
too,
amazed
but-
how many things are.
Meanwhile, in the
Oh.
middle of all this conversation, I'm just pacing around in the background trying to pop my ears, going, pop,
As you're
Up,
pacing, you notice
up.
the
pop.
the floor beneath you definitely is impacted by the weight change.
Every time he passes by Volo just says, "Stop, stop."
Yeah. So it should be a few
That's
more
great.
minutes. And he goes over to one of the sides of the tent and flips it up and looks out and comes back. He's like, "Yeah, probably 2-3 more minutes. We'll be up."
All right.
Pop,
You gonna be all right there, kid?
pop.
Yeah.
I turn and kind of look like, pop,
He has his hands out like this and walks over to you. He's like, "I can help you with that."
Oh no!
I just
Do
turn
it.
like,
You should do it.
Oh!
Clap your ears.
I just collapse on the floor, screaming and holding my ears.
Does the horror
After a couple
floor
seconds
hold?
of screaming, I'm like, ah,
Yeah.
You've been modern warfared.
And you feel like it's very greasy. And there's
I just,
two
like-
black handprints on either side of your head.
I just like scraping grease and soot out of my ears now.
It was like,
As it should be.
always happy to help my customers. And goes back over and he starts reaching underneath the engine in the center and starts pulling out chains. As he does, the weight shifts a little bit on the board
Oh, God.
as he's moving
Oh,
these
man.
chains out, and holds them underneath his feet. He picks up one of them and just kind of holds it, and there's like a hook on the end of it. This is the fun part.
I am thoroughly excited to see what's about to happen.
Yeah, me too.
Volo is just staring straight ahead, eyes wide open, hands clamped on his knees.
Just not looking at anything around you.
Yeah.
All right. Anyone afraid of heights?
No, no one here.
Volo does not fear heights.
Great.
You exclaim extra loud.
Well, I have to charge you guys extra if I have to do this myself, but gonna
Oh,
need to tie this.
Yeah, I'll help.
All right. He's gonna hand you one of the chains with the hooks.
Absolutely. Who do I throw this at?
You're gonna have to land that on the dock.
Just toss it onto the dock.
Yeah, well, you'll see where they go.
Okay.
Got it.
It's like a
I'm
thing,
worried about Morthos.
and it like
I'm not.
goes in it.
How far away is it that we need to get it?
How long do you think this chain is? And he lifts it up. It's just this massive length of chain.
It'd probably be too heavy for mage hand.
Yeah, way too heavy for an chain.
Oh no. I was hoping it was like rope or something.
No, it's literally chains with a hook on the end.
All
All
right.
right.
That means
And,
somebody actually has to throw it.
He holds out his hand. He's like, "If you will follow me over here," and walks out and flips the side of the tent up, the other side, because you guys boarded in from one, whatever. And
On the left, off on the right.
right, he walks over, and there's like a slight plank that's kind of protruding from this end. And,
right before anything else happens, I'm gonna walk over to Morthos and just kind of throw an arm around him to the other shoulder and just go, "You got this.
Oh, I got this.
You'll be fine.
We're gonna be great.
You got this."
I got this.
Positive thinking.
And casting guidance.
Oh, for the best.
All right.
And as I walk away, I'm going to turn one more time.
face.
Just kind of the finger guns and like a wink.
Yeah. All right. Well, you do so. He will get a D4 on his next check, which he's about to have to make.
All
So,
right.
Driver guides you over to the edge, and there is a kind of a place to hook the end. It's almost like a carabiner. Just the metal rings on the four corners of this balloon raft. And he's like, yeah, just hook your end on there, and we're going to have to land it on the dock here. So he clips his side on. And basically, you're holding a chain that's got like a big hook that kind of goes in on itself a little bit on one end, and the other end's like a carabiner clip.
So what do I just throw it, right?
So yeah, you'll see where we need to throw it.
All right.
And as you're looking out, you see kind of the clouds are starting to part, and you see the edge of the docks on the city itself. And there are all of these kind of long protruding platforms that stretch out from the city. They're almost like
Ears.
they're like piers that stretch out, and then each one has like specks coming off of it. So it's almost like almost looks like a cul-de-sac type shape where it's long and then kind of more circular on the bit, and then there's piers that come off of that.
I figure if you can catch one or more people in the chain, you get bonus points. Just want to say that right now.
All right.
So we're gonna be aiming for that one. That's mine. And you clearly see one of the more dirty and shady looking docks of the others. Doesn't appear to be very well.
You just hear somebody go over the side from down below with a Wilhelm scream.
And it's this like long, barely held together wooden pier that comes off, but there's all these like metal runs, circular rings off the side of it. So you just need to land it around one of those. It'll help us pull in. Like
Absolutely.
so. And he's gonna take it and spin it over his head and chuck it. And it's gonna sail and goes through one of the rings, and the hook lands around itself, and it's like, see, tug, and he pulls on it, and the whole balloon shifts a little bit towards it.
Oh, I fucking tossed this thing.
All right, give me a dexterity check.
Oh, a
And don't forget
dexterity check.
All of a sudden, Chuck's eyes are wide.
Don't worry. If you don't get it, we'll pull the chain back and I'll give it a
Now,
try.
Roll
hang
that
on.
D4.
That's an 11. Yep. And here's my D4. That's a 13.
You chuck this this chain, and it just barely misses one of these runs and falls past it, and the length of chain is starting to go off the edge. And it catches on to where you clipped it, and the whole raft moves a little bit as the weight just finally catches that end, and it starts to sort of like tips down a little bit on that side, and it's like, no one gets it on their first throw.
Oh, okay then.
And it's like, pull back up, try again.
Yep.
He's still holding on to his.
All right.
Give me that check again.
5. I
That's
did worse.
strength.
Oh, my bad. Dexterity. 14.
And then you get a D4 if Eddie's recasting.
I think you already used it, though.
I
Right.
did. Well,
Well, I
Joe was
wasn't sure
asking
if
if you recast.
Oh, you just got to do it again.
Yeah.
This
Everybody
time
gets
for
one.
sure, buddy.
Yep. Get that D4.
That's a 15.
That's exactly enough. You just
Oh,
barely get your hook
right.
to land around, and looks onto it. You're like, great. And it's like, start reeling it in. And now, give me a strength check.
Oh, this I got.
5. Oh!
That is a natural 1 with a +3 modifier.
So
No.
he starts pulling, and his corner is like going towards the dock and pulling down, and yours is not at all. He's like, I said, pull, boy!
This is how we die.
This is how we all go.
Conrad, come help me.
Falling out of a flying rain.
Immediate not afraid of death.
TPK.
What do I get if Conrad comes and helps me?
Give advantage.
19.
Oh, there you go.
Awesome. All right.
God damn.
There we are.
easily. So
That's all you needed, just a little bit of confidence.
yeah. Like, I guess
Okay.
that's why you travel with him.
Yeah,
And,
Conrad, very useful.
You're able to both pull and get the balloon pulled down. It crashes into the side a little bit, splintering off some of the wood on both the dock and the edge of his raft.
That's how it had to be.
And he clips it on and sort of like takes both ends of the chain and starts wrapping it around the post that's on the end of his raft and the post that's on the end of the dock. He's like, all right, we're here.
All right.
He
We
takes
just
another
lost the Theron.
swig. Oh.
We did.
Did Theron die?
Yep.
no.
And now we're semi out of whack.
Oh my.
I'm
Jake and
part
Eddie
me and
are
part
off
Eddie.
to the side.
Oof.
Well,
Theron
we
fell
are
off
at
the
an hour.
raft.
We
Do we
are
wanna
right
take a
about
quick
break
break?
time. But
Break
yes.
time.
We'll pick it back up, hopefully with a Theron.
Or if not, we'll readjust our layout.
Yeah. If not, we'll fix that. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. They
So what? We turn around and like the stool he was sitting on is just sort of spinning in a little cloud of smoke,
yeah.
and we
Something
just
like
hear
that.
that Wilhelm scream.
This is just a little buffering sign.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah,
God
he's
damn
like
it,
rubber
Thanos.
banding, trying to get
Did
off.
Theron
Ooh.
make it? Did he fall from a great height? Are we now a
Who
broken party?
knows?
Dun dun dun.
But yeah, you guys made it up to the city without dying. So we'll pick it back up.
For now.
Yeah, for now.
Okay.
All right.
See you in
We're
a
going
couple
on break.
minutes, everybody.
Don't
We'll be
go
back.
anywhere.